Hello, water signs. Welcome in. This is your psychic tarot reading for water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. This is for your sun, moon, or rising. This is a psychic tarot card reading for the Lionsgate Portal and the full moon in Aquarius. So full moons help us release burdens, beliefs, physical things, people, anything that is currently not working out for us that we need to release and let go of. And the Lionsgate Portal is an amazing energy that is very strong because of our belief in it. I just like to say that. But it helps us pull in our manifestations and pull in and ground the things that we want to see in our life. So I've done all the other elemental signs, and we're going to end with the water signs. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, divine spiritual team, universe. What messages do we have for the water signs? What can they be releasing or letting go of in order to step into their manifestations or things that they want to ground and create? Okay, hold on. Those just came out earlier. So I'm going to, although I feel like they're kind of relevant, you could be juggling a lot right now with like work and money and ideas, and you could be overburdened with all of that, all those things that I just said. You could be overburdened with work, money, maybe you're burnout and you're sick of it, and maybe the universe is asking you to make a change there. Let's see. If that's the message, it's still going to come out regardless. That's just how spirit works. Okay, 1 to 3 cards, please. One. Oh, we have the moon, the Queen of Wands, and yeah, the message is still the same. It's just different cards. So we have the Four of Swords, we have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Moon card. So some of you, okay, this is important. I feel like this goes, I don't always do that, but I feel like this goes. Oh, some of you are not listening to your intuition. So this could be over, oh my gosh, talk about intuitiveness. The Four of Swords, okay, this talks about the need to go within, meditation. You may be mentally exhausted. But the Queen of Wands talks about intuitiveness, psychic abilities. The moon is a very intuitive energy. And the Five of Cups, although it's not necessarily intuitive, the moon is on that card. So anytime I see the moon, I feel intuitive energy. So and the fact that it's being pointed out to me, like the card, like the reading that I just did for earth signs, the Five of Cups came out and I didn't even notice the moon card on that card. And I literally just did that reading. So, oh my gosh. And the moon card is, the moon is on the release card too. You know what that tells me? That tells me that what I'm about to tell you, you already know. You already know, and I'm just going to end the reading because I'm just kidding. I feel like the message is that you already know that something is not working out. And I feel like we're in a little bit of denial because maybe we don't like change. Maybe we don't like change. Maybe change is hard for us. And I'm telling you, water signs don't like change. We like to stay in our little, um, we like to stay like to ourselves in our little bubble. And we like to just keep it like that all the time. Um, let's figure out what this is. And you know what? I feel like spirit is saying you're underestimating yourself. And some of the things I feel like what you need to release around this full moon is not just like something or someone. I feel like you are underestimating yourself. And I feel like you don't have the ability to make this change or to release something or to start something new. And I feel like that's what you need to release. I feel like you need to release the idea or the belief that you can't do something. You can't do something new, or you can't start a new job, or you can't go down this new path. That's what I feel like it is, right? I mean, we can just sit here and say, oh, yeah, you're supposed to start this new job, but you don't want to release that and you don't want to let that go. We could say that, yes. But how do we really get into the subconscious? Where does that really come from? That physical aspect comes from you thinking that you can't do that job, or you can't do this new thing, or you can't take this new class, or you can't, start this new whatever it is, right? This new endeavor. And so whenever we fix the beliefs and the thoughts within us that yes, we can do new things because we're capable, because we have everything that it takes, because I'm strong, because I'm talented, and I can do all things. I can learn new things, that I'm really good at it. Um, Once you fix that part, it's like you immediately release and you let go of the mental exhaustion, the negative thoughts that you have around starting that new thing. Once we fix our thoughts around why we don't want to make that change or do that new thing, I feel like there's a little bit of fear. I feel like there's some fear of the unknown. And there's also fear that, oh my God, oh my gosh, the moon is almost in every card, which tells me that you have a lot of fear around the unknown. What if you make this switch to this new job? Or I don't feel like this is about a person yet. I feel like this is more someone who wants to start something new, or something they feel. And hold on, let me back that up. This is someone who intuitively, I'm sorry, this is important. I felt like I needed to look at that and pull that. Okay. Reverse. I feel like this is someone who intuitively feels, not even feels, you intuitively know this is something you're supposed to do. You know that. It's like you feel it in every fiber in your body. And you're still like, you're still having a hard time like pulling it in, like physically doing it, pulling it into the physical. And it's because there's fear around it. You have fear of not knowing if it's going to work out, if it's going to be a good change. We're thinking too much about the outcome, right? We're thinking too much about the outcome, and we're not trusting that. And I say this with love. I say this with love because I know exactly. I know this energy because I've been in this energy. We're not trusting that the very the very fact that we feel that way inside of us, that's the universe saying, hey, this is what you're supposed to be doing now. The fact that this is not working out for you anymore and that this is so hard for you, it's going to continue being hard. That's not going to stop until you, like, I don't want to say the words hit rock bottom came to me, until you hit the bottom and you're like, enough is enough. I cannot do this anymore. The spirit is saying you don't even have to let it get that far. You don't even have to let yourself get to that level, because that intuitive knowing and push and nudge that you're feeling, if you would just take just little steps towards that, then it's like oh my gosh, I see the meadow. I just am like reminded of an open field. It's like if you take those little steps and those little nudges, as little bit as you can, it will like open up something completely new for you, something that's way more aligned, and something that will be much better for you. But you don't see that right now, because right now you're surrounded by fear. You're surrounded by, I'm uncomfortable being in new things. I'm uncomfortable being in new places. It's almost like you feel like you have to start over. So this may be something that's completely different from what you're used to doing or what you're currently doing. It's something completely new and completely different. And so that's why it's uncomfortable, because it's not familiar. And I just have to tell you, that is so normal. That is so incredibly normal. I want you to just give yourself some love right now. And it is so normal to be in that energy, because we are all like that. I mean, aren't we? We're all like that. If something is completely unfamiliar to us, we're going to have fear around it. We're going to worry about what that are. Are we even capable of fulfilling that or of doing that? And then of course that can take us down a rabbit hole of all the bad things that could happen and all the bad things that could go wrong. The spirit's like, no, we would never lead you down that path. Even if it didn't work out, there's still something there that's going to take you to the next thing. Like, so regardless of if this is even the thing, this is the next thing before it gets you to the next thing, and so on and so on. And I feel like some of you are just you're overworked right now. You are way overworked right now. Physically overworked. And spirit is saying, like, all the stress that you're bringing onto your body, I feel like it's affecting your body. Like, you might start having pains in different parts of your body. If you have back pain, I don't know why I need to say that. If you have back pain, it's because, look at all this that you're carrying around. You just think for a minute of everything that you're carrying around for a second. I'm going to hold some space for you. I feel like I need to be very tender with whoever this is, with all of you. I'm going to be tender for a second, and I'm going to hold some space for you, because I want you to take a second and I want you to think about everything you're carrying around right now. And I want you to think about, for one, is it uncomfortable? For two, is it good for you? And if your answers are yes, it's uncomfortable, and no, I don't think it's good for me, it's time to put it all down. It's time to put it all down. And what does that look like? Okay, because that's kind of a metaphor. That looks like, I'm done carrying this around. And if you're having back pain, it's 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 because you are energetically carrying all this with you, and you're staying in this energy of, I'm overworked, I'm overburdened, I'm stressed. I know that I need to make this change. I know that I need to do something new. I need to, look for a new job, or I need to um, follow this new thing. That's going to be different for everyone. Um, and that looks like, what is one thing that you could do today or tomorrow or the next day to go in that direction? What is one little thing you could do every day to go in that direction? And when you do that one little thing, and if you feel like there's momentum there, then the next day, do another little thing. And then if there's momentum there, the next day, do another little thing until you feel like, hey, this might just work for me. Like, it seems like things are working out. Even if I don't know what the outcome is going to look like, or I don't know what's going to happen between A and D, um, things are working out right now. So I think I'm going to continue following that. Um, let's address the Four of Wands, the Knight. I'm sorry, I'm picking up stuff. The Knight of Wands and the Renewal. The Renewal is the Judgment card in the original tarot. And the Judgment card is when it's Archangel Gabriel um, on the card in the original tarot. And she is saying, hey, I'm bringing this to your attention on purpose. Okay. I'm making you uncomfortable on purpose because there's something else over here that I need you to look at, and I need you to start moving in that direction. So I'm going to make you uncomfortable until you pivot and until you go over here. And I feel like you've lost some passion here. You might be having a hard time sleeping, but I feel like you've lost some passion. And I feel like the passion is for life. I feel like you've lost some passion. I'm not saying you're at the bottom of the barrel. I don't mean that, water sign. I just mean I feel like you're losing some passion because of this, because of staying in this energy, staying at this place, this situation. This could be a relationship. This absolutely could be a relationship. But I don't feel another person here. Now, I do feel that there's a celebration here. So I feel like there's going to be something to celebrate. Um, and I feel like it's positive, and I feel like it's joy, and it feels good. And I feel like there's something waiting for you on the other side of this fear to make this decision, this indecision. Is that a word? I feel like there is like a happy little surprise for you on the other side of that. And I feel like it could be, it could be, it could be a passionate relationship. It could be some, it could be someone that you're very passionate about, or it could just be a situation that ends up working out for you, that brings you a lot of joy, and it brings you something to celebrate. But I feel like there might be a relationship on the other side of this. Let's see. I feel like there's an opportunity for a relationship on the other side of this fear, on the other side of this change. Let's see. Talk to me about the Knight of Wands and the Four of Wands. What is this passion? Fire. Yeah, a lot of passion. A lot of fire. I feel like if this is a project or a job, Okay, talk to me about the Seven of Swords. Um, I feel like whatever you're doing right now, honestly, and not what you're doing, I feel like the lack of not doing anything, of not making any movement, is literally stealing your joy and your passion for life. That's what I feel like here with this Seven of Swords. Hmm, let's move these up here. Yeah. So you have the Two of Swords and you have the Strength card in between. So I think you're definitely over analyzing this, whatever this new thing is for you. And, you know, a couple of different storylines. I feel like there could be, on the other side of this fear and this not wanting to make a change. Once you do that and you go and you start going through that process and you become more confident, I feel like there's going to be a lot for you to celebrate on the other side of that. That's one. Two, I feel like if you're looking for a relationship, I feel like it will be because of that outcome, because of you making this change and like getting out of your comfort zone and out of your fear and, going through that process of doing that new thing or that new job or whatever that is. And a third storyline is um, if if money if I think money might be an issue for you. Like I think you might be worried about maybe not making enough money or not or something like that, not having enough resources. Um, I feel like I feel like you're going to have to be a little strategic here. And that just tells me like there might be steps that you need to take in order to do this. And that might be where you really need to muster up all of your strength is like going and putting in the application, going and signing up for school, whatever action needs to be taken in order to do this. I feel like the universe is like, you're stronger than you know, you're stronger than you realize. Um, and also it's also like reviewing things that did not work out in the past for whatever reason. It's about looking at those things. If you have fear over starting a new job because maybe jobs haven't always worked out for you, it's about reviewing that differently. It's about thinking completely different about that. Well, maybe those didn't work out for me because they just weren't aligned for me. But I want you to look for a second and I want you to think about how all of those dead ends led you to other new things. And then if that ended, it led you to another new thing and so on and so on. And I feel like I feel like that's you being caught by the universe, right? That's the universe like moving you around in a new direction and catching you and guiding you and helping you and bringing you what you need when you need it. So if that is something that you worry about, I feel like spirit wants to remind you to look back also and think about how you've always been caught some way somehow. You've always been caught and you've always been held. and you've always had what you need when you need it. And that will never change. That will continue to be a thing for you. So I'm going to move some of these cards out of my way. And if some of you are wondering why you feel this way, it's because the universe is pushing you, not pushing, that word sounds so like, the universe is nudging you into this new direction. So if you're like, why do I feel this way? It's because it's because there's something there for you. There's something there for you, something you need to learn, someone you need to meet. There's something there for you. Maybe you are, maybe this is part of a bigger plan, and this is just step one. So this is from you got two. Yeah, I feel like whoever I'm talking to is very intuitive. And I feel like you know a lot more than you lead on. And I feel like you may know this or you may not know this, but I feel like it's just going to continue getting stronger. Some of you are very divinely connected. So the crown chakra upgrade talks about divine connection, holy experiences, miraculous energy. So I feel like you are very connected, or I feel like you are connected to someone who is very connected to that type of energy, and you get like a little, you get like good things, you get like miracles and good energy because of that, because of your connection. Whether that be you being connected to it, or you being connected to someone who's connected to it, or both. It could be both. So let's pull from the Ask Your Guides Oracle deck. Gosh, yeah. So I want you to remember this is more than just releasing that job, releasing that relationship. This is more than that. This is releasing the mental fog. This is releasing the I'm not good enough. I can't do this. I'm not good with change. I don't even know where to begin. It's releasing that kind of energy. It's releasing, I don't know how this is going to play out. I worry, like, what if I don't like it? What if, like, I have bad experiences? What if it's not for me? What if it's really hard? Like, we're releasing those beliefs, those thoughts. That's what we're releasing. And that what and I just feel compelled to say this, what it is that you're being nudged to move towards. That once you release those thoughts and those beliefs, then you start taking little baby steps in that direction. And I feel like it's going to turn into something bigger. There's something big at the end of that, or there's something big around that. It's much more than what you think. And so the universe is like, if they only knew what this was going to lead, like if they only knew what was going to come of this, they would be jumping to make this change. But we're stuck in, I'm so sorry, we're stuck in the moon energy, which is fears and not being able to see the path clearly and things like that. And I'm telling you, the universe and your spirit team too much is saying, just take those little steps, because whatever it is that, as I say this, that thing that you're thinking of, that's it. That's what you're supposed to be doing. That's it. And they're there to catch you. They're there to help you. And they're there to bring you everything that you need along the way. Okay, so one card, please. Adventure. I love that for you. Ooh, see, this is a good thing. And I feel like you don't even see that because you're so overburdened with where you are right now and the energy that you're in. And I feel like you're like it, and I feel like your light is being dimmed right now, and your passion is not where it should be. And I feel like it's because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you're not where you're afraid to take that step. And it's causing you to be in that energy. And I'm telling you, you can break out of that. You can break out of that. Let's start with the Gateway of Light activation, just so you guys see. Crown chakra upgrade. This also tells me that you're probably about to get a lot of information around this. Or once you step, before I read it, once you make the move and you step into this, I feel like it's going to upgrade you. I feel like there's going to be information for you there, and I feel like it's just a whole upgrade. Okay, your message. Your crown chakra has been upgraded. The spiritual connections you have always had are now being acknowledged. The parts of yourself that you have run from or ignored are being reclaimed. This is an important time for you are uncovering gifts and wisdom and moving through healing. You may have experienced moments that have tested your faith and your belief in the divine. Know that it's okay and no grievances are being held against you. The Holy Spirit is with you and within you. This is a coming home to your truest self. You are also being encouraged to prepare for miracles. Expect to experience wonder and blessings, for you are being surrounded by healing light. Divine encounters and holy experiences are happening around you. If you have had a challenging relationship with spirituality or religion in the past, this has now been healed, and you can move forward in an authentic way, experiencing the divine on a personal level and beyond the limitations of unnecessary dogma. You are connected. Beautiful message. Stellar gateway activation. Oh my gosh. A lot of activation and upgrades here with the water signs. Very beautiful. You are a master of manifestation. Every one of your thoughts, actions, non-actions, and choices is affecting the unfolding of your path. Realize that you have great potential and power within you. And through your focused awareness, you can draw on heavenly support to create the life of your wildest dreams. Know that all energies you connect with are carried up to your stellar gateway. And if they are aligned with the intentions your soul had before this incarnation, opportunities will come your way. It is important to consider connecting with your cosmic origins at this time and also tracking down the intentions of your soul. For if you can bring your wishes in this life together with your pre-life intentions, you can live a life that is aligned with the highest heavens. I love that for you guys. I love that. Okay, ask your guides, and you got adventure. Number 7. Ooh, 7 is my lucky ka-ching number. Miracles, prosperity. Oh, go to the front, Nicole. Come on. Your guardian angel's message to you: spread your wings and fly. Your soul and spirit have grown enough to safely venture beyond the familiar. You are now free to expand your horizons. Your guardian angel is by your side, encouraging you to fearlessly explore new territory and seek new experiences. Your soul is outgrowing your present circumstances and is determined to discover more. Trust your curiosity. There is so much more for you to experience and become. Sign up for the Italian or photography class, the yoga retreat in Greece, the university course, and dive right in. Don't allow anyone to discourage, guilt trip, scare, criticize, or make fun of you, or try to stop you as you venture out. Do not be afraid or be deterred. You are about to embark on a wonderful, life-changing expansion of your life. Wow. Wow. Water signs. I love you guys. And this is a very beautiful message. And I'm so glad the universe ended it with such encouragement. How beautiful. You guys got this.